Renault, the French company, and apparently his Japanese colleagues at Nissan were like, "Fuck off, let's get him done," and so they stitched him up a bit. It's all quite an interesting political bit of intrigue there, but it did shine a pretty big light on Japan's rather sketchy legal system, and a lot of foreigners supported him when he fled from justice in a cello case. A lot of people were cheering him on. Well, I was just amused that this guy worth like $500 million was escaping Japan in a cello case in the back of a plane. It's ridiculous. I still can't believe it happened.
Before I forget to ask, I just want to immediately get this going before it completely escapes my mind. Arcades, are they as cool as like TV and shit makes them look? Are the arcades fucking awesome?
Oh yeah, they're fucking amazing. They're amazing. Yeah, you can play anything.
That makes
you
me
got
so
a train
happy to
simulator.
hear.
An entire train carriage where you can sit in it and pretend you're driving a train. There are better games than that.
Really?
But
wow.
Yeah, it's got everything. Dance mats. My favourite one's a drum kit where you like play with the drums and stuff. But Mario Kart, you got that as well. Yeah, they're well cool. Fucking awesome.
That makes me so happy to hear. So it's not overhyped?
It's not overhyped. I can assure you that is one of the few things that is true about Japan. That is not a myth. The games arcades are fucking amazing.
Why does that make you happy, Charlie? You're never going to be there. You don't want to join us in our little group
You don't know
trip.
that, Kaya. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I could go any
That's what I like to
day
hear.
now.
If you guys come to Japan, what is the one thing you want to do when you come here?
Arcade.
Each of you. What is like top of your list? Arcades,
5-story
obviously.
arcade sounds like a great start.
5-story arcade.
Don't they
They
have
are good.
arcades in downtown that are like 5 stories tall, just floor to floor games?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And
I think that's an
there's
easy
a really
start.
cool retro one. There's a really cool retro one in Tokyo that's just got arcades from like the 80s, all sorts of games that were before my time. It's like going back kind of to the 1980s. It's so cool. But yeah, no, they're really good. They match the hype.
I'm not all too like massively interested. Well, I still am, but there's other aspects of Japan that are more exciting to me than Tokyo. Like I think I would want to travel around the less traveled areas. I don't know. I just want to see the sights.
How poetic.
Yeah. I want to
Very
do that
nice.
too. I agree.
Mine's
said
gonna
it,
sound
Tokyo.
really gay and boring, but I guess I just want to have that. Like, I want to nap under a cherry blossom tree in one of those idyllic scenes you see in all
wanna
the
be in an
promotional
anime, don't you?
posters.
I've still never done that.
It looks so beautiful.
Why haven't I done that in 8 years? I've got a nap beneath a cherry blossom tree. Of all the things I've done, I've climbed Mount Fuji, I've cycled across the entire country for 2 months, but I've never napped beneath a cherry blossom tree.
When we
So it's all been
all
worthless.
come to Japan, you can join us, Chris.
Yeah, you
We'll
can
make
sleep
it a
with us.
special
Yeah, you're
occasion.
welcome to join us in the country
We'll
you
have
live,
a nap.
Chris.
Absolutely. I will gladly show you around. Show you the love hotels, the hostess bars.
Please.
It'll be yours.
That'd be amazing.
Oh wait, you're gonna go to the Love Hotel with us?
Yeah, you can wait outside.
It's gonna look weird. 5 men.
I think Jackson
One
and I...
room,
Take your
please.
finest love hotel.
I think Jackson and I, when we were like actually seriously talking about this, considered staying for about a month. So having
I
someone,
want to stay longer now.
having someone there who's like really in the shit and also speaks English would help us out immensely. So you're more than welcome to tag along for our adventures.
We'd have to go to some of the themed love hotels. Like they have some really cool themed ones. Like one of them is like Jurassic Park themed. No! You get like a blow up Jeff Goldblum.
Oh no!
Jeff, my G-spot
Why did you
doll.
say that?
You've hit my G-spot even before
Yes,
I've
What have you
traveled to
done?
Japan.
You've ruined this
That's
episode.
magical.
Is there a Mad Max or John Wick
is
themed
there a
Love
Star
Hotel?
Wars themed
Can
one?
I
Themed love
So we can
hotel.
ruin
dress
it?
up as a dinosaur?
You can dress up as a dinosaur, go to town. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be everything you want it to be. There's actually a really cool $1 hotel that opened up in Fukuoka, a city in the south, and they only charge you $1 a night. But why is that, do you think? What do you have to do?
You have to buy
stay in that
food
hotel.
that's worth like $30 each.
You
or
have to
something,
clean
is my
up the
guess.
cum.
You have to clean up.
Yeah. With your tongue, is that it? Do you become the prostitute? What?
Do you become the prostitute? Well, actually, kind of, yeah. I guess you do, to some extent. So to stay at this hotel for $1 for one night, you have to agree to have your entire stay live streamed to their YouTube channel. So your entire stay in the room
Awesome.
goes on the channel, and people can watch you.
Holy shit, that's
basically
cool.
being
YouTube.
It's basically being a Twitch streamer.
Pay $1, get famous. I'm fine with that.
Wait, but did you say YouTube as a joke, or is it some porn sites? Because how would you stream sex on YouTube?
It's like you just stay in the hotel. You don't have to have sex. You don't have to do anything crude.
Yeah, but if you do
just
have sex, though,
Yeah.
I mean, you could
What do they
if
do?
you wanted to go for it. But yeah, the concept is that this hotel wanted to make money by streaming people staying the night and monetize it through ads and stuff. Whether it's worked or not remains to be seen. But the $1 hotel, it's certainly a great PR stunt.
It's just a normal hotel. It's not a love
It's a normal hotel. You just when you're in your room sleeping and doing shit, people have to watch you. Bit weird, isn't it?
But are people actually watching that? That sounds. I mean, it sounds
they're
interesting, but I
watching
couldn't
that.
imagine actually.
Yeah, of
I
course.
guess.
Absolutely.
of course they are.
One of the first,
You're just watching people
I watched
sleep,
it.
though.
one of the first
watched
live
it.
streams that ever took off in the history of it was a guy streaming his dad sleeping, and
yeah,
people
that
would
is
pay to see
entertainment.
it. I think it was in Japan, actually.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
It was one of the very first ones that got really popular when live streaming was a new concept. And it was a dude who literally, I think it was called Pay $1 to Watch My Dad Sleep. And he would, every night he would stream his dad sleeping and charge
Surely
people
there's a better
$1 to watch
title
it.
for it.
So here's
amazing.
the catch with the hotel. The good news, somebody posted the article in our chat. The good news is that there is no nudity allowed, and neither is any sexual activity, or what the website refers to as
You have to
nude
wear a
acts.
bathing suit in the
Lame.
shower of the hotel. Like, this is stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah, this got lame. They should have just let you live. They shouldn't even tell you.
Sounds
That's quite a
good.
big problem in South Korea.
Fuck yeah.
People leaving cameras up, innit?
Yeah, but that's. I'm always concerned about like cameras being put in hotel rooms, like in the air vents and such. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess at least they're
guys
open
have the
about
same
it. That's
fear.
nice. Yeah.
Well, also you get a pretty
They're
hefty
honest about
discount. $1 a night's not bad.
How would you feel about staying in a capsule hotel?
Those
wanna
are
try that.
scary.
Capsule.
I'd love
Those
to
are
try that.
scary.
I'd be fine with
It's-
trying it, but I would prefer other.
Are those? Hang on, describe what it
hotels.
is though. Is that the ones where you have to sleep in a tiny pod?
Yeah.
Yeah, effectively, yeah. It's like a little coffin.
Yeah, no.
If that sounds
No.
good. A coffin with a TV. What more could you possibly
Maybe
want?
for $10,000 if you pay me that, because otherwise I'm very claustrophobic. I don't like that at all.
Right,
I would not
don't
have
stay in a
painted you as
capsule hotel.
claustrophobic.
You'll wake up and have a panic attack and smash your head on the ceiling. I did have a
Plus
nightmare
the
once.
privacy and stuff, right?
While staying
you're
in one,
surrounded by
I
people.
just woke up and smashed my head on the ceiling, and vowed never to stay in one again. They're pretty good in terms of privacy. You get a little curtain, you can pull that across though, so people can't see in. But it does get very hot
can
and
you-
stuffy, and it's not fun.
Can you hear people? Like, can you hear people in the capsules next to you?
Yeah, you can, and that is why I don't stay there anymore. Because I remember I stayed at one and like people just coming in at like 2 a.m. drunk. I stayed at one in a very touristy area in Tokyo, and I remember loads of British lads just turning up and being like, "Hey," just woke up everyone. Because it's like a dormitory, right? A dormitory filled with coffins, well lit coffins with televisions. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it's
it's like
not doing a good
super
job selling
I
it.
think it sounds great.
super popular with like backpackers and tourists and such, and they'd always be drunk pretty much. So it'd be loud,
So-
I would imagine.
What do you think is what's the one thing every tourist should avoid if we ever do come to Japan? What's like something that everybody would tell?
Going to jail in Japan, I think, would be
Yeah,
terrible.
getting arrested.
I mean, yeah, don't go to
I
jail.
mean, like what's something that they would promote and try to sell you, but that you shouldn't go for? Not obviously, don't commit crimes in Japan.
So
That
like,
probably will
what's
not play
overrated?
out.
That's a good bloody question. And I think it's just touristy areas, to be honest. I mean, I don't think you're going to end up in jail. Like you said, like I think Charlie said, don't go to jail. I'm still amazed that Logan Paul, during his time in Japan, left the country relatively unscathed and
That is
never
true.
got in.
Yeah.
If he could get away with the stuff he got away with and not end up in prison, I don't think anybody can go to prison in Japan. To be honest, throwing Pokemon balls at a police officer and getting away with it—that's a pretty impressive act.
That is pretty fucking brave.
Or filming.
That reminds
bloody
me, like you guys have
people in
a
a forest.
whole suicide forest, right? And yet
That's
people
what-
still went to the
yeah.
Twitter killer to kill themselves. You don't need that
Yeah.
guy. Cut out the middle man. Just hang yourself in a forest.
Well,
yeah, that was still rather crazy because I've been to that forest, the Aokigahara forest, and I remember when I watched his video, and I did watch it, God, for some stupid reason.
Did you leave a like?
I saw it, and I thought, oh fuck, because I'd made a video about a year or two before he went, and there was a line in his video that made me think he'd watched my video in preparation to go there, because there was a quote, he said something that sounded very similar to something I'd said, which made me think he'd watched my video as research, and I thought, oh shit, this is not good. I don't want to be a part of this. And it was a real bizarre situation. And him doing all that led to me going on Japanese TV and basically having to defend all YouTubers in the world ever. It was ridiculous.
He's like PR representative.
Well, like,
you were the
like all the Japanese media, to be honest, they weren't as shocked and as outraged as a lot of us in the West were, right? We were all like, fucking Logan Paul, what a cunt kind of thing. But in Japan, they were like, oh, that's bad, isn't it? What a dickhead. But they weren't that kind of, I felt like it wasn't that badly received here, as badly as it was overseas. But they brought me onto Japanese TV, onto the biggest morning TV show. They literally came to my apartment and interviewed me, and they were like, what do you think of Logan Paul? And I was like, oh, he's a cunt, isn't he? But I couldn't say that on Japanese TV, unsurprisingly. So I sort of said, oh, he's really bad. What a nasty man. Oh, he's terrible. But most YouTubers aren't like that. We're not all cunts.
Very stinky boy.
Say that. Seriously, it was a weird situation.
You should have built him up as like the boogeyman of YouTube.
Oh,
like,
yeah, you should have
transcribe him into Japanese folk.
Exactly. Use him like one of the, what are they, I don't remember what they're called in Japanese lore, but like the Umbrella Girl and stuff like that.
The Umbrella Oh, right.
Yokai?
Yeah. Umbrella Girl.
Yokai, thank you.
Yokai, like spirit figure. Yeah. Logan Paul.
I was going to say thank you for being a sane representation of Western people, but at the same time, you should have villainized him. Like, yeah, this is really all about me. He came here just to kill me. He failed, so he went to the suicide forest.
You could have made yourself look like some kind of crazy
into an
hero.
anime.
It was a weird time because about a week before he did that and made a big fucking stir, I actually released a video called 12 Things Not to Do in Japan, a video I now hate, but a video that's gone on to become my biggest video with 15 million views. And as you can imagine, when that video, about a week later, when he did all that, all the comments on the video were, yeah, don't be Logan Paul, don't be Logan Paul. And there's like 25,000 comments on that video, and 90% of them are like, yeah, point number one, don't be Logan Paul. But what he did actually led to a lot of traffic on that video. So I guess I have to thank him for leading to my most successful video, 12 Things Not to Do in Japan.
So Logan Paul doing that was only a good thing for you.
It sounds sinister.